Automotive detailing, an often overlooked but very crucial part of having the dopest ride on the road. It's more than just soap and water, people. Today we sit down with Faze, owner of Faze Auto Detailing, as he details us on how he built one of Colorado's top detailing companies. This is Brand Bosses.
It's another Faze Auto Detailing. Y'all know what to do. It's another episode of Brand Bosses. Let's get it though.
You already know, Brand Bosses, we here. This is episode 1 of the new series, Brand Bosses taking over. And today, I'm here with a very special guest, somebody who's doing great work out here. So with no further ado, we have Faze from Faze Auto Detailing. What's up, boss?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We out here. It's a privilege to be here, and it's an honor.
Thank you.
You do a lot of great work out here. For the people who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Faze. I am the owner of Faze Auto Detailing. A little story about me. Started my small business back in 2019. Started my small business at the peak of COVID. And just within a few years, we've been able to grown up and just be able to kind of just take over the detail game. And here we are, a few years later, we're coming from my dad's garage and to our own very own shop. So.
You started at the peak of COVID?
At the peak of COVID, yeah. Long story short, I was working at a warehouse, making really good money. And they just called everybody into the office one day and just told everybody, you're laid off. And I got 4 kids, and how to figure out how to make money and take care of my family, you know what I mean? So.
Wow, so you got the call, you making good money at the warehouse. They told you everybody was laid off.
Yeah, just like that.
And I look at it as a blessing in disguise. Because
absolutely.
From there, you started working out of your dad's garage doing this work.
Absolutely.
Talk about how you got into that.
Full detail, Suburban, Chevy. New client almost every single day though, y'all, for real. Basically, every single day we had a new client. Let's get it done. It's another Faze Auto Detailing. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it. Green Valley's finest. Y'all know what to do. That shit came out super nice, y'all. Jesus. Well, first off, I was just doing it on the side, kind of like a hobby. Okay. Just cleaning my own cars and whatnot. And the first person that kind of saw me we're doing my work was my cousin Cricket. And he one day just told me, hey man, if you could detail my car, I'll throw you some money. I was like, yeah, I'm not working right now. So he threw me like 40, 50 bucks. And ever since I detailed his cars and people saw my work on the line, I started with like just family members. And honest to God truth, I went from 1 car a week to 10 cars a day, 7 days a week. So worked my, ass off for it, so.
And you just like, how did the passion even come about? Like, where did this passion even come from to do this work?
You know what? Before I started my business and before I had even got the job, I had lost my apartment. I had lost my BMW, a Honda Accord. I lost so many things that kind of just made me just start from the bottom. And it made me realize a lot that I had what's I'm looking for. Like I took a lot of things for granted in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ever since then, I felt like, if you work hard for what you want to earn, that anything's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you took a lot of losses early on.
A lot of L's. A lot of L's. The L's don't always turn into losses, man. They can also be lessons learned.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I did was I took so many losses that became lessons that I continuously just learned.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I still abide by those kind of rules nowadays too, you know what I'm saying? So.
Talk about the importance of work ethic when you're a boss. The reason why I asked this is because you took so many L's. You know what I mean? COVID happened. You had every reason to quit, but you kept going. Talk about the importance of your work ethic and going from 1 car to 10 cars to 20 cars a week. Like, talk about work ethic as a boss.
Absolutely. The way I see it, what I started was, my work is the ethic, it is the product, it's the quality, what you project is what you're gonna get out. If you do great work, somebody sees, the work that you did, that one person can bring you a potential 10 clients. Or they could just say, hey, somebody, check out this guy's work. You just never know. It's always a like ripple effect, you know what I mean? And as far as work ethic, it's like, the harder, the better work that you show, the quality. I mean, it's up, you know what I mean? There's no way of losing, you know what I mean? So.
That's huge, man, and you do it all. I want to ask you just about customer service. I see you provide great customer service. Why is that important?
Customer service is important because they're paying a good amount of money to get a job done by you or your team or whatnot, and to provide just the service that you said you're going to give them, meaning quality work. It's going to be on top. It's going to be on point. Just the whole 9 yards of just making sure that the customer gets what they want is that's the most important thing, because that's what they're paying for, you know what I mean? So
definitely. You provide, a great experience, but I want to ask you, like, going back to your dad's garage.
Yeah.
Did you ever envision that turning into this?
Not once in my life, man, did I ever think that I would see a shop, not like this at least. When you're sitting in the garage, first and foremost, Faze Auto Detailing was just a speck in my mind. It was just never thought that I would ever even make it this far. Just considering, especially like, the things that I've been through. I've been in and out of prison my whole life, just never having a stable place to stay, things like that, just going through, life's obstacles.
Yeah.
And to see, just to be able to take what initiated me to say, hey, look, I'm tired of being the same person I used to be. If I could change the world, what would it be? And that's what I wanted to do, was not change just me, but everything around me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the one people thing that made me really think about what success was, I had a friend that asked me, one of my brothers, and he was like, what is success to you? And I honestly didn't have the answer at the time. And my answer now is, it's not about the money, it's not about the shop, it's not about the cars that I have in my shop. It's the fact that I was able to build a relationship with my family, my dad, my brother, my mom. I was able to make them proud for the first time in my life, And that's a feeling that no one can take from me, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Absolutely.
And to everybody watching this, especially to the youngins or whoever, Faze said something amazing just now. He said Faze Auto Detailing was an identity in his head, a speck in his head.
Yeah.
But what you did was you brought that idea to life.
I did.
And you showed what's possible. Now it's tangible.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And
yes,
you're
sir.
making
Yes,
an impact all over.
Absolutely.
I just think that's amazing right there. I think that's dope.
For sure, man.
But it wasn't always easy.
Oh, absolutely not.
And you're still grinding. Talk to us about, I know we spoke a couple times, man. You shared a powerful story about your experience one time at a Walmart, and how going from that experience to doing amazing work now. Talk about that.
I remember the story that we spoke about.
Yeah.
It was a time where we were just hard to find a job, keep a job, trying to, pay bills and stuff. And, I had, my daughter she was small, she was young. And I had walked into the Walmart knowing that I didn't have no money in my pocket, but I know that she needed diapers and I know that she needed necessities. But I walked up to the Walmart and I stole a box of diapers, a bag of diapers. And I almost got caught and I ran out. And, upon doing that, I just sat there and just looked at myself. I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, this isn't me. And I'm like, this is a time for change. There's a time and a place for anything and everything to happen. And that was one of the moments where it just kind of took me to a whole different level. Like, it's time to make changes. It's up to you. Yeah. You no matter what, you can control your own life. You make your own decisions. You reap what you sow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where it all started. And little by little, gradually, you start to just grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's real. So many valuable lessons.
Absolutely.
Especially, you know, on this journey. You dropped a lot of heat. You always drop heat whenever we talk, you know, supply me with, you know, so much wisdom and so much game. And for that, you know, I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
You are a true brand boss.
Thank you, bro.
I have to ask you, with so many, you know, people in our community who want to, and I'm not knocking anybody, but we've been taught to like do entertainment or play sports. You're doing a service that's unique in auto detailing.
Absolutely.
Much more. How did it even come across to say, I'm gonna clean your car for you, I'm gonna detail your car for you? Like, you said it was a poor man's dream, I believe.
Yep.
Talk to us about that whole process.
When I first started detailing cars, everybody laughed at me, bro. Like everybody, my mom, my dad, my sisters, everybody, you know, because it's a poor man's dream. Like, not saying I was poor, but I didn't know another way. But what I found out in my mind was that if I charge somebody $100 to vacuum the car and wash it, and I do that 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, that's $500 a day times that 7 days a week. In my mind, it became, you know what I'm saying, a hustle, a grind. It was more something that was just like, if I could do this, I think I could take this as further as I can.
Yeah.
And to get where I'm at, to be honest with you, was the amount of times that people shut me down. You know, my dad was like, you know, this isn't the American dream. This isn't what you do. You don't clean people's cars for a living. But he didn't know I just made 2 racks in my pocket for cleaning people's cars. You know, and I still remember like my sisters and my nieces, you know, coming up to me. This is what you're gonna do for the rest of your life, is clean people's cars? And if I would have listened to them and said, is this what I wanna do? I wanna be where I'm at. You know what I mean? I took all the pain and the hurt that people continue, even to this day. You know, I took all that and I put it in a ball, and I put it in a speculation, like, you know what, I'm gonna show you. You don't believe in me? I believe it myself. And that's one thing I teach anybody, is that when you're able to believe it yourself, you know, you can do amazing things, incredible things, things that nobody ever thought would be possible. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at now. And I'm trying to just inspire people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do, man.
Man, that's powerful. Like, the power of belief is real.
Oh, absolutely.
It's critical to being a boss. Because you see all the bosses such as yourself across the world, you know, have that same theme, to where it's like, if I'd have listened to somebody else, I wouldn't have done it. But you follow your heart, you chase your passion, and now you turn it into something truly amazing.
Yeah, you know, what's crazy, between 2019 and to this moment now, we become one of the top detailing teams in the whole entire state.
Yeah.
You know, I did that, we did that, my team did that, but without the dream and without believing in myself and doing that, we wouldn't be here at all. You know what I mean? Like, if I would have listened to everybody else, you know, saying, oh, you gotta go back to work, or you gotta do that, and don't, you know, and you know, I got laughed at by people that was close to me, because I started taking pictures of my job.
Yeah.
Now everybody watches me take pictures. Now everybody wants me to take pictures, you know?
Everybody want to come in and take a picture.
You know?
A picture. Hold on real quick. Everybody want to come in and take pictures next to the cars.
Exactly.
Talk to us about some of your most favorite cars that you got to work on.
We've had quite a few. You know, I started off with just little Hondas, little Acuras, family cars. And then I moved on to, you know, Range Rovers, and then, you know what I'm saying, BMWs. You know, honestly, I started my business off just cleaning inside of people's cars. Now we're ceramic coating them, we're polishing them, we're wrapping them. You know what I'm saying? We're doing things that most people would take a lifetime to do sometimes, and just a little bit of just grinding and just learning on your own. People go to school to what we're doing. We did this all on our own, kind of just, you know, you jump into the water, you never know how hot or cold it is. You know what I mean? You just gotta test the temperature.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So.
For sure, you know, and one thing I like about you, you're always perfecting your craft. You're always learning. Talk to us about the importance of never just being complacent, never staying still, but continuous learning, and
Knowledge is, I mean, first thing, you know, there's never too much knowledge that you can ever gain. You know, you can never attain yourself to saying, oh, this is a limited supply of just words and just wisdom. Like, you know, just reading, writing, or just mentoring yourself, being mentored. You know, I have a lot of mentors that guide me to where I'm at. Like, of course, I made it to where I'm at, like, you know, on my own, and plus with my team too. But in all honesty, you know, I've been mentored to everything that I've been doing, and it's helped out a lot because, you know, going through owning a business is not easy. I'll tell you that, man. Before it was just a garage thing. Now it's really owning a business, learning the ins and outs of, you know, being a successful business owner. You know what I mean? So,
what's been a highlight for you on this journey?
The highlight for me, in all honesty, it's a couple things. The main thing that just makes me continuously proud of myself is the growth. You know, literally, I started detailing cars, 6, 7 cars by myself, and then I got a team. You know, it's a family business now, and just the amount of things that we were able to do, just being a couple reviews to having 200 and almost 20 reviews, all 5-star reviews on our Google, getting a shop. You know, just all these things that continues to build in a successful way. That's the highlight of it. It's just knowing, you never know how far you can get. That's the highlight about it. And why would anybody want to stop at something like this? Like, I want to see myself bigger, man. Doing planes or some shit, you know what I'm saying? So you just never know. That's my dream, is to do planes and stuff, so.
That's huge. That's huge.
So.
And it's never, again, we keep dreaming, but it's never too far-fetched.
Oh, absolutely not, absolutely not.
And you've proven that,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is your favorite, I'll say this, like, what's your favorite thing to do in the shop? Is it I know you guys do the ceramics. Like, what is your favorite thing to do?
I think my favorite thing to do, in all honesty, sometimes it ain't even about the work. Honestly, it's just being, like, sometimes I just look at my crew and I'm just like, I'm with my family all the time. I'm blessed to be with them, you know, spend time with them. You know, me and my brother never really had a relationship when I was growing up. And now he's my best friend. You know, I feel like if I never started this business, I wouldn't have had that relationship with my brother. You know, like I said, there's things in life that you take for granted, and I work hard for this, so I feel like I deserve it, you know what I'm saying?
Faze Auto Detailing. This is Brand Bosses. You are a boss.
Yes, sir.
What's one thing, like, what are the values of Faze Auto Detailing?
Value, I always say it all the time, man. It's stay dedicated to your hustle, and your hustle will stay dedicated to you. You know, when you do good, good will always follow you. You know, and as long, to me, if you follow those guidelines, like, there's no losing. You know, when you work hard for what you think you deserve, you'll earn it in a way that you probably didn't even expect it. You know what I mean? And that's how I've been living by it. You know, and so far it's got me into a good predicament. You know.
Definitely.
So.
Definitely. And I want to ask you real quick about just your attitude and how you handle things, because even, you know, off screen we were talking, it's about to get real cold. It's about to get real cold outside.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm over here chilly right now.
Right, it's about to get real cold outside. Most people pout or shut down. Your mindset and what you said to me off camera, I just got to grind through it.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Got to. You know, even though there's no work, you know, there's more than one way to operate on a vehicle. You don't always just have to wash it. There's other things that we can do for your vehicle, you know, and that's why there's still 3-4 cars in my shop now, because you gotta have ambition, man. If you don't have ambition, if you believe that you're gonna fail, that there's even possibility to fail, there's some possibility that you will fail. But if you believe continuously that you will make it, you're gonna get through, you're gonna prosper, you know, there's no losing in that, man. So.
That's real, man. That is real. What's one piece of advice you would give to the young bosses coming up, or somebody who's older and want to be the boss, or even other bosses out there?
Yeah, you know what? Never give up, man. Even when it gets hard, especially when people don't believe in you. You know, it's a messed up feeling to know that, you know, and I hate to say it, but it's the people that you think that got your back the most that don't believe in you. And as long as you continue to believe in yourself, that's like the best advice that I could give anybody, man, is to believe in yourself. You know, it's crazy now, I talk to myself every day, you know, and I tell myself, you got this, you can do this. If anybody can make it, it's gonna be you. You know, that's just how I, you know,
No, that's real, man. That's real. We appreciate you coming on the show.
Absolutely.
We appreciate all the work that you do and that you continue to do. You are a true brand boss.
Thank you.
You know, keep representing, and, you know, we're proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. My man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
yes,
much.
Sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it, man. Cool.
Brand Bosses. You seen it? Faze Auto Detailing. Check them out.
Yeah. Phase out all detail. Y'all know what to do. Let's get it, though.
Brand Bosses.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Woo.